Guys, hello, happy Halloween. Today's Halloween. No spin failed. We're supposed to be doing a no spin right now. We did just go by Dunkin' and we got a breakfast sandwich. We got the maple bacon sugar breakfast sandwich. I didn't want to tell y'all all that because y'all judgmental. And we got a donut. And that used our $7 perk. Hello. But now we're at Starbucks. But now we're at Starbucks.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good one.
$6.84. That was not on our no spin plan, but hold on, I might have to relook. We might be safe. We We had $11, y'all. Remember that? I gotta look at these numbers. No, actually, we're not safe. We're back to not being safe, just like that, because we went to the rally in DC, the Kamala Harris rally, and it was so dope. We didn't get in, even though we had general admission tickets. Yeah, we showed up at 4 p.m. It said show up before, you can show up between 3. Doors open at 3. Rally starts at 6. We showed up at 4. We stood in that line. But what we didn't realize was they were prepared for 20,000 people. We did not realize that 75,000 people were going to show up with us. So we couldn't even be mad at it. We could not be mad at it. It was still a vibe. Okay, y'all. We back. And the sun is very harsh because it's that bright early morning sun. So the drink we got is the white chocolate mocha with oat milk. Back to the event, the rally. So we went to Gwen's DC house because she owns a house out here where I live, but she also has one in DC. And she Airbnbs some of the house, right? And then the other portion of the house is her private residence. So that's where we parked our car. Then we took an Uber from her place to the Ellipse. Now the thing with the Uber is Uber was surging because Uber surges. And I have a $10 credit on my American Express Gold, so that's what I use. So I ordered the Uber. So because I wanted us to get down there fast, I just went ahead and did it. And so that came to like about $30. I gave an $8 tip. So I think altogether it came to like about $32. Then you take off the $10, so that's about $22. So that was not in the plan. But remember, I said, y'all, going out the house means you're going to spend some money, even when you don't plan on it. The rally is a free event. But we needed to get there early enough to get in. But of course, our early enough wasn't early enough. Should have just took off the day and made a whole day of it. But it was, like I said, it was still a vibe because the energy out there was so amazing. And it was also amazing that, again, with you will find, I don't know why we do this, but you will find black people. Now, believe it or not, there's a lot of black people who happen to be my Facebook friends. I don't even know how we became friends, but they're my Facebook friends, and they are Trump supporters. Most amazing thing, right? And the black people are actually pulling the race card, basically saying the rest of us are voting for Kamala because she's black, just because she's black. Where they say that at? Whoever said that? But this is the inference that's being made because we're black, a lot of us are black, and because she's black, they're saying that's the only reason why. Mind you, we have always been voters. Regardless of if a candidate was black, white, or indifferent. We've always voted, right? But for some reason, this is what they want. This is the narrative they're trying to paint, which is so ignorant for so many reasons, but that ain't what this video is about. But it's for so many reasons. But I say that to say, if you was out there at that rally, 75,000 people strong, guess who was in the minority? Guess who's in the minority? Yes, our black arses. We were the minority. It was so many people there of different races, different ethnicities, with the majority race being white. That, I mean, it was just it was a beautiful thing to see that all of these people came out to support this woman, and it was not because she was a minority. The way some people will try to say we only voting for her because we're minorities and she's a minority. Tell that to the rest of them who was out there so much, so strong, that we stood in line for over 2 hours. I think we stood in line close to 7 because she was scheduled to speak at 7:15 and people were still in line holding strong, and then they shut it down. They couldn't let more people in. But we were still on the outside of the gate, so you could see the people all up to the monument and so on and so forth. So they had TVs set up there, the jumbotrons and speakers and all of that. So it was still a good time. But like I said, going out the door, money was spent. And Jay ordered our ride going back, and he remembered Empower. Do y'all know about Empower? Y'all know about Lyft? Y'all know about Uber? Do y'all know about Empower? Comment below. So Empower is another ride share that I am recommending to y'all. Look it up to see if it's in your area. It's pretty new. But guess what? The prices are way cheaper than Uber and Lyft. And that's because they have a different business model. Now, I noticed because Jay is actually a driver for Empower as well. And what happens is, as a driver, you pay a monthly membership fee. And you can pick the fee you want to pay, the tier that you want to pay. And it comes with different benefits, right? But the bottom line is, after you pay your monthly fee, which let's say your fee could be $300 a month. To the untrained ear, that sounds expensive, guys. It sounds expensive. But if you do the math, you realize it is actually the best bet. Because what happens is, you pay your monthly fee. And so that means when this app sends rides to you, that's your money. You're not splitting it. But what that means is, that's your money to take home. Whereas when you ride for Uber or Lyft, they take a high percentage. I can't remember if they take 40% or if they take 60%. I can't remember which one is the split. But when you think about that, what it really means is that you are actually giving Uber way more than $300 a month in profit. Yeah. Because when you do an Uber ride, the driver doesn't get that full fare. They split that. And Uber gives them their percentage. I can't remember if it's 40-60 or 60-40. So when you do the math with the Empower, you pay a membership fee. However, that ride fare is yours. So anyways, I say that to say, when he ordered the Empower, because again, it's new, so we never really think of it first and foremost. And I need to download the app actually The ride back home with Empower was $6. $6. I pulled up Uber at the same time. The Uber ride back home was $19. Yeah, do the math. When we got back, we were hungry, and Gwen ordered chicken and fries from the corner store. And those chicken and fries was banging. I shook some videos, some footage, but I don't think I did. But they were banging, but she paid for that. So the point of the matter is, you walk out that door, money is being spent. Then I want to say, my house, right? I've had my home since 2009. New build. So I'm the first person to live in it. But of course, it's now 2024. So I've been thinking about, how do you modernize the house? Of course, y'all know we on this journey to pay off the house. So I'm not really in a place right now where I'm actually going to spend money on remodeling. But again, I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking about how does that look? What would that look like? That sort of thing. Been thinking about this for a minute. I've actually even started collecting pictures of inspiration of possible things that I would want to do to update the house, modernize the house, when it comes down to that, if it ever comes down to that. So the other day I was bored and I was in my car looking at my phone, and I was on Facebook scrolling, and it had this one little survey about decor, about upgrades and renovations, because Facebook know that I'm thinking about this stuff, because they always know, right? So they serve you those sort of ads. So one of the ads had like one of these little questionnaires where like, oh, if you could upgrade or renovate, what would you renovate? The bathroom, the kitchen? I picked, or both, and I picked both. And then they asked a few other questions. If you could do this, what would you do? Boom, 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 boom. And then it was like, would you like to enter a free raffle to get a renovation or something? Of course, we already know that. You ain't winning no free raffle on a Facebook ad, right? But I was just like bored. And I was like, yeah, of course, I would enter this. And so they asked for my information, which was my name and my phone number, which again, lead. We all know this. We're in marketing, right? A lot of us. And so we know how gaining leads, ads that are designed to gain leads, ads that are designed to collect data so that they can beef up their database for who they're going to solicit in the future. We know how that works. And so I put my information on, my number and my name. And then the next page was like, reach out to us, call 1-800 or whatever. But it never really had a name of who this was or what this was. And I really didn't care. So I was like, I ain't reaching out to nobody. And so then I clicked off and I was done. But it didn't matter. They already had my number. So within 2 minutes of me clicking off, I get a phone call with these people, right? Saying, oh, you're interested in renovation. We can set up an appointment and have one of our people come out and, give you go through the process with you, talk to you about possibilities and work up a estimate. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, that's not a bad idea, because I can't sit here and say I'm not going to renovate because it's going to be $1 million trillion. But truly, is it though? You don't even have a point of reference. So yeah, let's go ahead and make an appointment for them to come out and talk to you and give you some real numbers that you can work with. So I was like, so boom, I set that up. And I gave them the day that was good for me, which was yesterday. And then they said that they will call me back the day before to confirm the appointment. This is the day that we went out to the rally, was the day before. So of course in my mind I'm thinking I would want Jay to be there, because I don't want to be in my house the day before Halloween with some strangers walking through my house giving me estimates, right? Around 5 p.m. at night. It starts getting dark earlier now. So I tell Jay, I said, hey, babe, I set up this appointment for people to come through and tell me about how much it will cost to renovate some stuff. Not that I plan on doing it. Y'all know that's not in my budget, right? We got other goals called pay off the house. So Jay says, well, what company is this? And I'm like, because I was bored and tired when they called me, I really was not invested in thinking. So I was like, oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. How do you call these people back to like reschedule the appointment, change up the time, ask questions? I have no idea. I don't have a phone number. I don't have nothing, because it was one of those call banks. Because I know it was a call bank because when the girl called me, it was a bunch of noise in the background from other people calling people. So I don't know. And even when she said that the person will call me to confirm, she says it's going to come from like a 443 number or something to that effect. So I'm like, I don't know. And he was like, well, where did you get this? Where did you get it from? Where? I was like, Facebook. And he was like, really? Because, you know, Jay paranoid. Jay be thinking everybody's out to do whatever. And so I was like, yeah, you a little bit right. You're a little bit right. That does sound a little suspicious in the day of hackers and scammers and schemers, that I don't have more information and I did not verify anything or anybody. And so that was that. So when they called me, when the other people called me, the 443 number, the caller ID said capital model. So I immediately Googled that and found nothing. I didn't find anything because it was too broad of a search term. So I'm talking to her and I'm asking, I was like, well, what company are you? Who are you? And she immediately was like, well, what do you mean? Who are you? What's the name of this company? And so she says, Capital Remodel. Okay. And then I think I asked her something else, like, is there a website? I'm trying to get information now, the information I should have gotten before. But this lady was acting, she was not working with me. She was just like, well, I don't understand what you're asking me. Because then I asked her if she could email me, because I'm driving. I'm not driving, I'm riding, but I didn't have a thing. And I'm on a phone. And I didn't have an earpiece. And I didn't want to put it on speaker. And I didn't have a pen. And so I'm asking her if she can email me a confirmation of the appointment. And she says, well, that's what this phone call is. Okay, well, can you email me something? Well, I don't understand what you're looking for. Lady, okay, so I had to break it down. I said, you know what? I said, here's what the problem is. I don't know who you all are. I answered a social media questionnaire. Then I received a phone call. And I forgot to ask information about who you are, what you are. How can I even look you up? Reviews, customer history, brick and mortar. Are you even legit? Again, in the day of the scammers and the hackers, you cannot be too safe in these streets. I should have got all this information before, but I didn't, nor was it given to me. And I was thinking that when I did set this up and I gave them my email address, that I was going to receive an email something. But I didn't. I said, and that's not too much to ask for as a business. When I make a simple hair appointment, a simple eyelash appointment, these businesses actually send me validation, whether it be through email or whether it be through a text message. I got nothing from you all. Matter of fact, even when I was thinking about reaching back out to you all, I had nothing. I didn't have a name. I didn't have a phone number. I had nothing. So I couldn't even call you back if I wanted to. So all I'm asking from you is if you can send me something. And like I said, she's still playing stupid. And I said, you know what? Let's just cancel the appointment. But maybe for future references, you can write down everything that I'm saying to you. Come on, light. I was like, for future references, maybe you can write this down, because it's just not a good business practice. And she was like, well, you called us. No, I did not call y'all. And see, and that was the one thing. If you're having people calling your leads, let them know where they got the information from, how this information was solicited. She's under this impression that I called them, so therefore they're doing me a favor. Lady, I'm the customer. Like, y'all, what is up with all of this bad customer service? So yeah, so I'm like, let's just cancel. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's just back up. I'm just having a hard time understanding. It don't even matter no more. It don't even matter. Because the bottom line is this. If I'm fighting all of this just to get a freaking email, text message, something, so I know who the heck you people are. If I'm doing all of this, can you imagine if I would have chose to move forward to do business with these people? And how difficult that could have possibly been when it came time that I'm not liking something or not clear on something or want to change something or there's just an issue with something. Could you imagine? So yeah, this has just really been the bad customer service. And as far as the update for this car goes, no, we still don't have an update because like somebody said in the comments, the fact of the matter is, in my whole busy world, the fact is I gotta take more time out to fight these battles. And that's just it. We all are already living full lives, right? My calendars be full. Where's my calendar? Never mind all these additional sticky notes I have in my calendar. But calendars be full. Take all these notes out. Calendars be so full. And then there's future things that I have to tend to and figure out and work through. And now you just added more problems, more stress, more things on my plate that I gotta fight for. My rights. I gotta fight for my rights. And to not fight for my rights is letting down everybody, because what do we tell everybody? Y'all need to fight for y'all rights. How you gonna tell people what they need to do, but you're not even doing what you're telling other people what they need to do? Because it's always easier to tell the next person what they need to do because you don't have to factor in all of the freaking energy it takes to do the things that need to be done. Oh. All right, so that's my update, y'all. My update is today's the 31st, Halloween. And we bought some coffee when we shouldn't have been buying nothing.